And today, Circle, we have an interesting read here by Catherine. Catherine, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
This is very interesting. So, this is not your normal kind of book. It is a mixture of prose and poetry. So, we'll have stories in between and we'll have poetry as well in here. Ooh, very interesting and different.
Yeah.
I love it. Kindly introduce yourself to the people, and this is your camera, Catherine.
Hi, my name is Catherine Wanjiru. I am a pharmaceutical scientist by profession
Okay.
and also a writer and an editor.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
I'm very passionate about mental health and I do my work through writing and community service sometimes.
Okay.
Yes,
Pharmaceutical scientist.
yes.
Looks like it's a very busy, most of your time is needed. And
Yes.
you're in labs and courts and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But then you have other passions as well.
Yes.
And
yes.
this is one of them that we're talking about today.
Yes, yes.
Is this your first book?
My second book.
This is your second book. The
Yes.
first book, what is it about?
The first book was also in the mental health sector, but that one I was focusing on it as an ebook.
As an
So
ebook.
this is my first physical book. Yes,
Paperback.
yes, yes.
Okay, cool. Scars and Healing. You are part of this book. It's not just written out of,
Yes.
fiction and out of space.
Yeah.
Tell us a bit more about it. What inspired it?
A lot of personal experiences
Uh-huh.
and also interacting with people who have some kind of scars that need to be healed.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of just leaving it to the person for the people to figure it out, you make an intention. I made an intention of this healing. I have to heal together with 10 or 5 more people until get to the end of the road where we are finally fully healed.
What, if you don't mind, what were you healing from? What were you going through? Did you find it after writing this book?
Yeah, I'm still in the process, but what mainly drove me into writing about it was a personal experience on assault.
Okay.
Yes, so that one took a toll on me, depression.
Was it
and
from a past, were you in a relationship?
No.
What happened?
Okay.
Okay, maybe touch briefly on it.
Okay. It was sexual assaults
Okay.
by someone who had employed me for some time because I was looking for money to join university, and at the time it was not enough. And this person knew that I came from a struggling family, so I don't know whether they had that intention from the beginning or it just came in the process. But so after it happened, I just quit the job and said, now God, you are with me. I can't do this job to get money for my further education. I'll just look for other ways.
Okay.
Yeah, so now after those kind of wounds, being in depression, not wanting to tell people about it because of the perception, after some times I started sharing small pieces of my writing with my friends, and then I start getting feedback that this piece resonated with me. Even if I was not so direct, someone will just say, this piece resonated with me somehow. So can you just keep posting something about it? So I just kept doing that. After a while, I decided, okay, why not make it into a book?
Oh, wow.
Yes, yes.
Did you, when the assault happened, did you talk to anybody, like your parents, or did you seek help? You know how nowadays we're told there's so many avenues to just,
Yes.
you could go to the police, you could, get to talk to a counselor, a therapist. Did that happen for you?
I actually didn't. I actually told them when I launched the book. Yes, I didn't tell anybody for more than 8 years.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
And that is how you were hoping to heal,
Yes, yes.
by sharing your stories with the world.
Yes, yes.
And people came to you. But did you have the skill set to just be like, I don't know how to help you, I don't know what to do at this point, but okay, I'll just write another piece and hopefully itakusaidia.
Yeah, no, when someone approaches you, help them as a friend because you don't have the professional, the knowledge to guide them, maybe diagnosing their issue back to the roots. So you talk as friends and then you write how you can. The confession is really good. It's very therapeutic. So that is what I incorporated, just some quality time, creating a good environment for someone to talk about this, no judgment, because life happens. So that was my attitude from the beginning. Life happens. we are here, so how do we move from here to the next step?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. And after writing the book, we'll get into it in a bit, guys. Just a bit. After writing the books and having the overwhelming, or even just before the books, when you're writing your pieces, and they would touch people, and people would want to hear more from you. Did you at that point seek help, or talk to someone? Did you find them? Have you ever decided to be like, pengine imefika ile wakati, now I am strong enough to be like, you did wrong? And I don't know how many people you've done this to.
Yet to face the person. Maybe I don't think I even want to face the person.
That's okay.
Yeah. So I think I'll just heal on my own.
On your own.
Yeah.
On
Because
your own.
maybe
and heal with other. How many people did you say?
maybe if you approach the person, the wounds will reopen, and then you go back to the rock bottom that you have struggled so much to get out of.
Okay.
Yes.
So how long did it take to put this together?
1 month.
Watch out. So you were already picking just the pieces that were there and putting them together. Ama, did you have to add on to it?
I added a lot of it. A lot. Yeah,
Okay.
because I still didn't want people who have read my piece for years to just come and get the book and they're like, I've read everything here. Why did I invest in this? So I just took maybe 2 or 3, and then everything else is new.
Okay.
Yes.
It says that the themes in this book, we have dysfunctional relationships, death, assault, inner healing. We have resilience in here, hope and love, all drawn from real life experiences.
Yes.
So everything here is drawn from the things that you have gone through.
Yes.
Whew. Can I open a random page?
Yes.
Okay. Or would you prefer a certain page?
Just a random
Okay, cool.
page.
This is not intentional at all. This is page 106.
106.
And
all
it says, if you've ever attempted suicide.
right. Wow.
And it starts with, I know, it just went you've been there in a dark room, pushed the edge, then you definitely know how delicate we are sometimes in being pressed down by baggage. So you've been desperate for help and had your heart beating faintly as if encouraging you to give up. Was this also a personal experience for you?
Yes.
Exactly as it is?
Yes.
What is going on?
You see, with this time, you are so afraid of, you want to reach out, but you are afraid.
Yeah.
First of all, you are afraid of what the parents will do. Because if parents realize someone else hurt their child, you are afraid that they'll take action.
Is not too far for them. It's fine. They
So
will take
on one side, you want help, but on the other, you are afraid of what the people who love you so much will do. So you just say, oh, I don't know how this will work out. So you're just in a dilemma. So do I go for help, or do I just spare someone from going to prison or something? So and then that time when you're so deep in thoughts, you're so deep in depression, suicidal thoughts coming. Yes.
And for you as a person, what helped you through that? It's not an easy experience.
It's not.
It's not an easy experience for anybody to go through, and to be able to fight off the thoughts and probably just remember that I just need to be alive. Not maybe for me, but for other people who are looking at me, and for me, to looking up to me as a source of inspiration.
I read a lot about people who have overcome these challenges.
Okay.
I also started listening to music, sad music. Yes, that helps you to come to terms with your situation. It convinces you that you are not alone, because even if you hear that statement 1,000 times, sometimes you are not convinced.
That is so true.
So when you just listen to this sad music, maybe it's about heartbreak, you're like, okay, maybe I'm not alone. You listen to 5 songs and you're, okay, I think I'm getting there where I believe, somehow I believe. So those chunks of believing that you are really not alone, that these people went through this and they were able to overcome, those ones give you a lot of energy to just say, I'll just heal for another day.
I can do it.
Yes.
So I'll read the last bit of this chapter.
Okay.
Still on if you've ever committed suicide. So the last bit says, whatever made you change your mind, keep that in your heart forever. Engrave it if you must. Let it motivate you to move on, even when the circumstances shout, what's the point?
Yes.
So that means it might happen again.
Yes.
But when it does, remind yourself why you didn't do it the last time you felt that way.
Yes, yes. Yes, yes. Because when you actually listen to some of people's stories who have attempted suicide, they'll tell you maybe you remembered your mother and you're like, she'll be so heartbroken. Or remembered your child. So keep that in your mind.
Yeah.
I will not do it. Yeah, I'm doing it for myself to end this pain, but I didn't do it at that time because this person gave me hope even without them realizing. So yeah, you keep that as your mantra. I will not kill myself, and this is the reason.
Engrave it if you must. That's
Yes.
what you say. I think
Yes.
that's powerful.
Yes.
And for everybody else who might feel like they're struggling with this, I think this is like your take home. Just focus on, why. Because you're in pain and you end it, but then you're leaving so much pain behind.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Wow. Okay. We're going to take a very short commercial break, but Catherine is not going anywhere. We'll come back because we'll still be delving into the book Scars and Healing. It's a mix of prose and poetry, and we'll also find out where you can get this book and how much it's going for. So don't go too far. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Full Circle. This is Book Circle, and we have Catherine Wanjiru in the building. We're talking about Scars and Healing. This is her very first, physical paperback kind of book. It's an ebook, and this is drawn from real life experiences. And it covers a couple of themes which you've tackled. We've tackled assault, resilience, healing. We're getting into healing. We've talked about death, dysfunctional relationships. But so page 40, I'm just going to read a bit of it. And it says, one day, the topic is if you're hiding the scars. One day you will get tired and no amount of rest will satisfy you. The scars on your heart and soul will scream to be let out. They will expand to a point of wanting to rip your clothes apart. They will flap their wings so forcefully your head will spin and you will not be able to sleep for days. You will try to silence and contain them, but you will fail terribly. The universe will push you to share your story so that you can help others. When you finally set them free, you will feel very exposed. And that will be your moment of vulnerability and your birth. I think that's powerful.
Yes.
Very powerful.
Thank you.
Please tell us about this.
Yes.
Tell us about this.
This section I was talking about using your story to help others.
Okay.
Because even if you're talking something like divorce, there are many versions on how divorce comes about. Maybe it was a misunderstanding. You can get something from it. Maybe you will not be able to go back to revive the relationship, but you can use that story to help someone who is getting into marriage, or someone who is in marriage and they are seeing like it's almost close to an end, or someone who has not yet healed from those wounds of separation. So this section I was targeting using your story to help other people.
And you acknowledge that it is not easy.
It's not.
And that you will feel exposed and that
Yes.
you'll be very vulnerable while you're doing it.
Yes.
But then there's a freedom that comes with, I'm not hiding anymore.
Yeah.
I'm not concealing anything anymore.
Yes.
And
yes.
then in your vulnerability, then you help others heal.
Yes, yes.
Was that the same case for you?
Yes, yes, but I have not shared my stories so much.
So you haven't. That
So
I,
much.
I noticed when I asked you, and then you're just like, okay, here we go.
Okay.
So, but you haven't. So it's a journey. So you're also saying that it's not something that will happen overnight.
Yes, because even if you're sharing, there is that fear. We are online, we use a lot of online platforms, and someone has maybe posted something so casual, and in the comment section, there is a comment that is so off and so hurting. So that one also makes you somehow hold off. But when you can find people who allow you to be vulnerable, to share your story, they are not standing there ready to judge you. That's just share it.
Okay.
Yes.
And when you talk about how you've not shared this story, is it to the public or have you shared it now with somebody else who you feel safe with?
I've shared
at
it with
least?
a very small proportion of people.
Okay, so
Yes.
at least it's out.
Yes.
It is not still choking you.
Yes,
That's the most important thing. Whether
Yeah.
you tell us as the world or not, is that it is out of you,
Yes.
and you have a group of people that will help you walk the journey, and they do not judge you.
Yes.
So for everybody who's just struggling with just saying it, you don't have to say it to us on social media.
Yes.
You can say it to people who will protect you and protect that information
Yes,
as if it was their own.
Yes.
So that is the important thing
Yes. Yes.
to do. Okay. Twende wapi sasa? I see a chart over here at the beginning. Kuna hadi diagrams on assault, and you say how the scars run deep and the different forms of how assault can come about. This is right here on page 23. So they're just diagrams of if you feel, and I think basically if somebody touches you and it feels uncomfortable, then that is definitely assault. If it is not, if you do not proposition or welcome them to do that or invite them to do that, then it is something that should be highlighted as the wrong. It is assault, and something needs to be done about it.
Yes.
So there is a page here about a broken heart. And you talked about relationships earlier. And the broken heart says, but I still love you. Can't that make you change your mind? Why are you doing this? Please stop. Stupid me. We can't forget everything and start all over. I forgive you for breaking me. Let's start all over. Please don't leave me. This pain will kill me. I want to die. I will never. And it's easy to laugh now when I'm reading it.
Yes.
But it happens.
These are the thoughts that are in our minds. These are the exact thoughts.
Okay.
Yes.
Did you go through this as well?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Is this one you can share with us now? Heartbreak.
Oh my God. Yes. Yes. So I don't know where to start, but
Okay.
I think it's young love,
Mm-hmm.
and then it was time, and I have come to accept fate. When it's time, and when something is not supposed to go to the end, something will happen and it will end.
Catherine, I feel like you're talking huku na nini umeka barriers maukuta.
Okay.
What happened? Were you in a relationship?
Yes,
Did they call it quits, or was it you? Or did they keep doing stuff and you're just like, okay, so I forgive you, I'll just come back and then we'll try again?
Yeah,
Then
I was in a relationship, and then after a while, things were not working out.
Okay.
These fights, you don't even know where they are coming from.
Mm-hmm.
You are arguing over food. The next minute you are you are arguing over where to place the pillow.
I know.
Like such, I don't know, I would call them stupid things, but they are not stupid. And then I found out he was cheating.
Oh, no.
So, and then you just call it quits.
But then it doesn't mean that you wanted it to end in your heart.
No,
you
you
still
didn't.
loved the guy.
Yes, yes.
Did you
still,
ever try to go back?
yeah.
Why do we do this?
Yeah. So now this
Yes.
section, these are the kind of thoughts that
Yes.
definitely go through your mind. But I still love you. Sometimes you can tell the person, and sometimes you just
just
keep
say-
them to you. Yeah. Or you tell a friend who is there consoling you, don't go back. But maybe by evening you'll.
And then when you crawl back, you don't tell the friend.
You
immediately.
don't.
You don't. You just crawl back.
You
and you're
don't.
comfortable then after maybe a week, 2, and now you can't hide it anymore because now you're happy. And you're supposed to be mourning the end of a relationship.
Exactly. And then something happens, you're back out there. The friend is like, okay, I think.
Here we go again. It's okay. Whatever you decide is what I will go with.
Yes.
Higher labels. This is page 157. And I think this is something that we deal with, especially like as women. That is 157.
Okay.
Where we are put in small, tiny little boxes.
All right.
You can't be this and be that at the same time. You can
Yes.
only be this. If you want to get the perfect man, then you have to be this way. If you want to get, you have to be, ndio maana, hey. So all those labels, did you find yourself put in such situations?
Yes. Someone, like, I think this one on matters of marriage.
Okay.
Someone is telling you you have to stop working so hard because you'll keep these potentials away. But why?
Oh, wait, what?
Why?
So stop working hard for yourself.
Yes.
Pharmaceutical scientist, wachana na yo maneno, because you'll not attract.
Yes.
The men will be scared of you.
Yes. I think every lady has heard about that
Yeah.
at one point. Like, if you work so hard, what will he do? But you don't want that. You also want to have something to call your own. And you having and him having does not mean you will disrespect him.
Yeah.
2 plus 2 is 4. There's no need of just 0 plus 2. You see?
Yeah.
Yes.
And I think it's just wrong. Just because
It
that
is.
box fits you nicely doesn't mean that it will fit me.
Yeah.
It doesn't. Like, I can be whatever it is that I want to be. And yeah, take me or leave it. Kulikuwa na ingine ya 180, was it 189? Why I write about my dreams. And you say I don't write about following dreams because I have achieved all of mine. Is that true to you?
Yes.
Okay.
This idea of writing about your dreams, you may not put it directly what you are working towards, but those small steps and the challenges that you face along the way, or the lessons that you learn, you'll not only help yourself, you also help someone else, and they keep you on track. And when you're writing, you see you are keeping like an archive
Yes.
of what I should do. Maybe today you're feeling so down, you want to sleep the whole day, but you have this dream that you want to achieve in a month. You go back to your small notes of achieving these, and you are challenged to go back into the field and do what you want to do.
Okay.
Yes.
So it's not all gloom over here. Kuna loving. Could have, you talk about love and you say, I think it's such a brave thing to let someone into and through your world because it requires an immeasurable level of trust. It is really brave to ignore the possibilities of your words being weaponized by another. It is such a brave thing to cast your light on another and ignore the shadow.
Yes.
So even through it all, the heartbreaks and everything, you still believe there's love out there, and it's a
Yes.
beautiful thing.
Yes, yes. And I think we should stop like seeing love as just a confession.
Yes.
You may have a mother who is a traditional, and she may not come and tell you, Moikali, I love you. But when you go home, she will cook something and give you food.
Yeah.
That is love.
Yes.
Eh? You read it in the actions, not just in the words,
Okay.
also in the actions.
Great.
Yes.
You were telling me a short story about page 189. I hope all goes well for you. What happened today?
Someone just opened a random page today, and when she read the first line, and she told me it resonated with her and it uplifted her.
Okay.
Yes.
The first line says, I hope your favorite person comes around unannounced when you're sad.
Yes.
It is mushy and beautiful. Yes. I hope your neighbor miraculously plays your favorite song when you're feeling lonely. I hope the moon shines longer when you're afraid in the dark. I hope the sun shines gently when your skin is hurting. I hope you find something that reminds you of life when you're feeling dead inside. I hope you find your way home when you're feeling lost. It's just beautiful.
Thank you.
I hope I hope a sunrise brings clarity and new beginnings. I hope that dark tunnel you're walking through leads you to your dreams. And it goes on and on and on and on. I
Yes,
think
yes.
this is a good way to come close to the end of the book. How can people get this book, Catherine? Where is it stopped? How much is it going for?
I have it. I also have a page, Catherine Wanjiru-writer.
Okay.
You can message me through that. Also, my business line,
You can share that.
0702 922 330. It's also available at Nuria.
Nuria Bookstore.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much for coming. Through,
Thank you,
Catherine.
thank you.
This is a beautiful book. I highly recommend that you get it because it is not one long story that you're going to read. It's not fictional. It is a combination of beautiful poetry, amazing words put intertwined together, and there's stories as well. Yeah. Very encouraging. Asante sana, Catherine.
Thank you for this opportunity.
Okay. So just before we go on a break, a quick reminder that if you're looking for a college, well, KIPS Technical College is one of the largest NEC examination centers in Kenya. It is a premier tertiary institution established and mandated to operate by TVET authority. So when it comes to studying technical courses, no one BITS KIPS College. So they offer high quality technical and professional training to all who aspire to acquire and improve, their skills that are relevant to the job market and also entrepreneurship. They also have ultra modern learning facilities, highly qualified and experienced lecturers, attachment layers on office, and counseling office, and all of this together, they make KIPS the preferred choice. Now, the good news is July intake is ongoing for full-time evening, and if you're looking at online classes, then they're there for you. All you need to do is apply today and study with the best. Now, for more information around these, you can visit their campuses. So they have one at Afia Center, that is the Afia Center campus. We have Philadelphia on Philadelphia Building, and on Thika Road campus, the Kopala Mirema and Roysambu, Greenspan campus at Greenspan Mall. You can also call them 0799031490 because KIPS Technical College is your sure path to success. We'll be right back after this break.